How you doing?
I'm well. Thank you for having me. I'll ask a question right on that line of dragging your name through the mud, Mr. Metcalf. Many people that have been in this live have accused you of being charged with or facing court proceedings for SA. Have you ever had a charge for abusing a child?
Okay, if that was the case, I'm convicted of anything like that, I would be registered on the National Sex Offender Registry. Please go and do your homework. You'll have your answer.
Thank you.
Miss Elaine, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me up. So I do have two questions. I was on the other live as well. One of my questions didn't get to be answered. And I really, it's like on my heart. So do you think that because of how sensationalized this is, that the jury pool is going to be bipartisan and will be a fairness?
Yes, I believe due process will take place and it'll be a fair trial.
Okay.
Okay, King, how you doing, King?
How you doing, Mr. Metcalf? My condolences to you and your family.
Thank you.
I couldn't imagine that, but man, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I'd get off this damn TikTok and bro, just get away from it because it's race bait. That's all it is, my man.
I agree, and I've been told that 100 times, but obviously I'm a stubborn, stupid old man who doesn't follow directions well.
Stevie, how you doing?
How are you? Thank you.
Thank you for coming. What's your questions?
I'll be brief. Hello, Jeff. Really quickly, I think you may have already answered this, but it's kind of hard to hear everyone when everybody's talking. Have you seen any of the evidence from the defense's side that's going to be presented?
The defense doesn't present anything.
They have to give discovery.
That happens after the indictment, which just took place.
Okay, K. Michelle, what you got? K. Michelle, you're on mute. Michelle, what's up?
Hi, Mr. Metcalf. I'm really sorry for your loss. Do you feel like there's anything that you could do to make this something that is not racially motivated?
First of all, I didn't start it, so there's no way I can stop it. When you need to stop something, you need to stop it from the source. I'm not the source of it.
What do you feel the source is?
You need to figure that on your own.
I have BLK children, and do you feel that there is racial profiling within the police department?
What the fuck does this have to do with my case?
Because there seems like this has been a lot of racial motivation, and people are saying things about your kids and things are saying.
And who are these people? Who are these people saying
it? All over the nation. This is a nationwide.
Tell me who is saying it
on these panels everywhere.
So
on TikTok.
So you're just talking public opinion.
Correct. I feel like there is a lot
Guess what? People aren't convicted in public opinion, court of public opinion. People are convicted in a court of law. So what is said outside of the court of law is basically just noise. When the trial comes, all the facts are presented, then the decision will be determined. So everyone can assume or misassimilate or think they know what their happening is, but they don't. They just draw conclusions based on what they hear on the internet. And that's unfortunate.
Do you feel like this will have an impact on the jury pool?
No.
So you think Camilla will get a fair trial in North Texas?
Yes.
Okay. Black, I can't see the rest of your name. You got a question? You're on mute.
He just spoke. I got a question though.
What's up?
What's going on? How you doing, Mr. Jeff? And sorry for your loss, sir.
Thank you.
Are you aware of the Fox News interview with Hunter? When I believe he was with your wife or ex-wife, that interview?
I'm I'm probably sure I've seen it, but I mean, I don't have a great recollection memory.
Okay, so a period in that interview, the Fox News specifically paused and asked your son, what happened when your brother stepped up? He said, stepped up, grabbed the bag aggressively, right? So I'm not sure if you're aware, but if I'm walking down the street and grab someone's belongings without consent, aggressively and without a weapon, that's a strong arm robbery. So your son absolutely committed a crime in the mix of assaulting an individual.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna have to stop you. I'm gonna have to stop you right here. If there was any,
I know it's a little bit of a reach and a twist, but that's just the truth, sir.
dude, you got your head so far up your ass, it's unreal. You need to understand the law. If there was any chance of that happening, you wouldn't be asking that question. So go back, do some research, come back and ask a better question next time. Thank you.
Call sign, how you doing?
Doing great.
What's your question?
It's not a question. Hey, Jeff, don't listen to any of these horrible human beings.
Thank you, sir.
Bankable, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. All right. So here's my question. Well, I had to change my question because I understand that you can't give too many details about the case, too many specifics about the case. But one thing I do kind of want to ask you is that with the examples that we've been given of what happened through the arrest affidavit, how accurate would you say that arrest affidavit is?
I'd say it's pretty accurate.
All right, so you say it's pretty accurate. So I know you said that there was some contention on, you saying that your son's never assaulted Carmelo, but it does mean that in the arrest affidavit. So are you just disputing that part, or is there other inconsistencies that we need to be, aware of?
What exact phrasing are you in reference? Because that arrest was a report from multiple people.
Yeah, so there's two statements that indicate a push and then a grab happened against Carmelo Anthony. There's different timelines, but that consensus that there was a push and a grab is stated throughout consistently.
Okay, and your point is what?
So my point is that would be assault.
And do you understand what proportionality means when there is lethal defense use?
You kind of moving the field goal, Mr.
I understand that completely.
Wait. You kind of moving the field goal. Either it was assault or it wasn't, Mr. Joe.
Well, this ties into the assault because you have to understand the proportionality of it. This is what's going to tie.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at the proportionality, we could look at your sons as 225 pounds, two guys at that weight, 6 foot tall.
Okay,
coming at somebody that was 145 pounds.
Back up. You need to get some facts straight. Okay, let's get the facts straight. He's 5'11", 190. That's Carmelo. Austin, 6 foot, 222. Hunter, 6 foot, 198. Hunter sitting down with his back to him wasn't involved.
Okay. So
once again, this 2-on-1 thing out the window.
No, they're twins, sir.
I know they're twins. They're my sons. Huh? One was sitting down with his back to Carmelo. There was no jumping, no physical altercation, no punches thrown. You understand that? Now, if I grab your arm, yes, technically you could file assault charges.
His brother said that he always had his back, even though when he was wrong.
Yeah? And your point is what?
His point is he had his back.
He had Hunter's back?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And what's your point?
That Carmelo had reason to believe that if he fought one of them, he had to fight both of them.
So you know what Carmelo was thinking?
Well, I mean, if we're using common sense and logic.
No, sir. This is the court of law. You're telling me that you knew what Carmelo was thinking.
If you ask Carmelo if he had reason to believe that your sons could cause him bodily harm or be unalive, stomping him to a pole.
Does he? Let me.
Did
Carmelo play football?
Your sons knew jiu-jitsu. They knew karate and everything else.
They don't know karate. Once again, misinformation.
They didn't know jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu is not karate.
But they knew martial arts.
It is a form, yes. Do you know what jiu-jitsu stands for?
No, sir.
Okay, then please try to not comment on stuff that you're not educated enough to speak about.
You're being very disrespectful and disingenuous because just because hold on, Bankable. You know, the host has been very, very respectful to you, as well as many other people on the panel. You told one guy to get his head out of his ass. You called a young lady the N-word. Now you're telling the host that he's not that educated. And you, sir, keep speaking on the law, but you're not very educated on the law as well, sir. So stop it. Stop being so disingenuous to people. Just because your name is Jeff Metcalf does not give you the right to disrespect anybody on this panel.
Are you done?
Hey, Mr. Metcalf. Mr. Joe.
Are you done?
I am done.
Okay.
Until July 14th when I come to Frisco, Texas. So watch what you say to me. How about that?
Wait up.
Now, I'm not going to keep being nice to you, and you're being so disingenuous to everybody else, treating us like we're a bunch of peons compared to you. It's not going to keep going down like that. No, sir.
I got it, big dog.
You want to have Starbucks when you come to Frisco?
Hey, Joe. You just got through calling.
Starbucks?
Wait.
Absolutely.
Wait. Joe, you just got through calling us the N-word. You calling me ignorant in so many motherfucking words. Man, fuck you. Go find you another fucking panel to get on with that shit. Fuck you and the horse you rolled in on. How about that?
Can I ask a question before you boot him?
Yeah, go ahead if he wants to.
Do you know the kid that was in the locker room with Hunter that was spoke to the officer Alvin Fisher?
What was the kid's name?
EP. I'm pretty sure his first name was Edwin.
I do not recall that. I mean, that day was a blur. I do not recall off the top of my head.
So he's the one that said Austin stood up and pushed him to get him out of the tent.
Okay.
And that's what Bankable was talking about. So for you to say your sons did nothing shows your ignorance of what your sons actually did.
Well, you're welcome to your opinion, sir.
It's not an opinion; it's fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's documented by the police.
It's in the arrest report, sir.
Okay.
Officer Alvin Fisher.
Okay. Like I said, guys.
So your son Austin
everything will come out.
Assaulted
we don't
Carmelo.
have to have it tonight. It's going to come out at the trial. I'm sorry if I offended someone, but it's 3:00 in the morning. I am a little tired, but I had some really dumb questions asked of me. But I've also answered
and
a lot
also
of your
proportionality.
I would number nice to you, sir.
Law. Proportionality is not part of standard jury instructions in Texas. So
proportionality for lethal force.
It is not in the law, and it is not part of the
I'm not. Okay, guys.
Hey, can I please? Because I kind of got cut off mid.
Okay, go ahead, Bankable.
Yeah. And Jeff, I want to make it very clear. I don't have anything against you. I do not have anything against your sons, right? But as somebody personally who's been the victim of assault and, chosen not to defend myself, but, with anything else but my own physical strength and being victimized because of that decision, that's why I personally took an interest in this case, right? And,
great. You've had a personal experience in your life that you can relate to this, so you choose a side. I get it.
So I decided to educate myself on it. That's all, right? And I'm not going to claim to be a lawyer or take the bar or anything.
Well, the only question I ask when people say this is, do you know the 5 merits of self-defense in Texas?
Well, I thought it was only 4 in Texas because there's no duty to retreat.
It's 5, but if you don't know, it's okay because I had to learn myself because I'm not an attorney.
So if retreating isn't one of them, what's the other 5th?
Dude, honestly, I will have to pull them up again because I had to go research it myself. So I don't, off the top of my hand, can I recite the 5 merits? No, I
But
don't.
you just
I
asked me to. I'm confused.
But I had to do the research because I learned this. When I have conversations with attorneys, with the DA, with the police, I have to understand. I ask questions. They said these 5 merits have to be met in Texas for fall under self-defense. Great. I looked at them. None
But
of
you insult me and say I don't know the law,
I'm just,
you don't even know.
I'm just a little confused because you asked me to verify something that you yourself aren't really clear on. So how